the sadists there were giving her crap. They told her she should move to Somalia. The same stupid argument we all know. But it hit me like a SWAT team on a drug raid when they finally forced her to go. Come back and cap. We'll set up our own voluntary world. And wherever we go, we won't need no roads. And you'll be my ANCAP girl. Now Ingrid Capolini's still so far away, and I'm still fighting all her battles online. And even if I gotta join her in Somalia, I'm gonna prove she's still consensually mine. One day we'll all opt out of the government. It'll crumble under its own dead weight. 'Cause dreams do come true. Darling, I believe in you. I'll always rate you 8 out of 8. Come back and cap. I'm gonna own the Bitcoin in the world. We'll never turn right or left. Taxation will always be theft. And you'll be my ANCAP girl. Come back and cap. These comings everywhere make me want to hurl. But our love will always be strictly voluntary. And you'll be my ANCAP girl. Yeah, you'll be my ANCAP girl. You'll always be my ANCAP girl.
Hey, friends!
Here we are.
Friday!
Let's get the friend stuff out.
All right. Welcome to Liberty Late Night.
You done messed up, Aaron!
Trey's here.
I'm Mary. This is Dave.
Hi, I'm
Between
Dave.
Just for anybody who doesn't know.
And I need a haircut. This is getting ridiculous.
Poor Dave. I love you.
Like, just so much.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Who
still
else we
look
got?
good though, babe. So. Hey,
Juan's
Tim.
here.
Hello, Juan.
Juan's here.
Adam's here.
Trey's here. This is all.
Wait, you're getting nervous, man.
Hi, Liberty. I know so much internet, so little time, right? Oh my gosh. What's up, Donnie? How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, so it's already May 28th. Is it? Nope, 29th. I lied. It's May 29th. I have no idea what the date is. I just know it's Friday. Yeah.
I'm about to just shave off. I might let Mary take a whack at it.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah, you can go on YouTube and learn how to cut hair real quick.
I will. Yeah. Yes.
Then I gotta change.
You do a brap.
Yeah.
You are. It's Scott Peterson. Do you have?
Oh
the,
yeah, I do.
Yes.
I do have.
Yeah, we do.
Hey, Scott!
How are you? Ryan Seifert. Hi. Yeah, what's up? What's fuck 12 mean?
Hey, Ryan.
Hey, Ryan. Yeah. Yeah, nope, that's cool, Aaron. I understand. Yeah, we're going to have Adam Secosan on. Now, if I'm saying your name wrong, you'll have to let me know, but I've always said it that way.
Secosan.
Yeah.
Secosan?
In a little bit. Maybe about 10 minutes, 9 or 10 minutes. Yeah, you got a button.
There's more people if they show up.
but we're going to talk to him about...
Oh, Josh is here.
What?
New
Where?
Josh button.
Oh, Josh.
Josh is here, right? Yeah, he was
Yes.
like the second first.
Hello, Joshua.
Oh.
From War Games.
Oh, wow. Very nice.
Yeah,
I
the
didn't
only way to
even...
win is not to play.
Yep. So we're going to have Adam on. He's going to talk about a group that he is an admin of and running with some of our other friends. Also, protest live stream. And it's where you can go and find some live streams that are happening. Lots of live streams that are happening. Hey,
Still get a
Laura!
button.
It's Laura.
What's
Oh,
up,
yeah,
David?
the
I just have a
finally got
button
some
for you.
skates
So.
on her feet again. Oh my
We
gosh.
love David.
Have fun, Laura. Have a great time. Oh my gosh, have so much fun. Hi, David. Yeah, Josh, you got a button now.
No
Wait,
Donnie button
we
yet.
got to get a Donnie button. It might be New Kids on the Block. Oh, no, I'm just joking.
Daniel Snowden's here.
Hey,
We'll put
Dan.
Donnie and Danny together in that one.
Yeah. Yes. Oh my gosh, that'd be so great. Hi, Jacob.
What's up, Jacob?
Oh, I just want to stop by and say that oh, okay, back to working at a new gig. Oh,
Good.
awesome though that you have a new gig. How great. We love you too, Jacob. Have a great night. Excited for your new gig for you. That's so great. Yeah, so what's been going on? I mean, I think oh no. Atlanta.
popping
I
off.
heard it's popping off there. Yeah. Hi, David, by the way. Thanks for coming in. Yeah. Was running. Wait, what? Was he running over pedestrians? Yeah.
I must have missed that part.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on in the world right now, and across our country. Yes.
Hi, David.
Love you too. Yeah. Please no New Kids on the Block. But Donnie was my favorite. Yeah. Facebook comments don't auto scroll. Oh, really?
Yeah,
Wait,
I
the new Facebook. Do I have a new Facebook?
I hope not,
Okay,
because
I
I had
don't
to.
want the new Facebook.
When I stream without this this new chat here, I'd actually have to open up a second picture of, or a second
I'm sorry, Ryan.
browser of you or Facebook
right,
to get
Ryan.
that one to scroll, because the streaming one wouldn't.
Hi, Toby. Oh my gosh, how are you feeling? I've been thinking about you.
Good.
Yay! Well, you'll get plenty of burps here tonight. So, yeah, I got my favorite beer. This is Southern Tier Live Session. It just used to be live, but now it's Session Ale, whatever. IPA, one of my faves.
I got Old Faithful.
The Four Logo. Yeah, yepers.
Disgusting but effective.
That's the truth, right? That is the truth. Let's see, my real account doesn't have the new Facebook. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
I don't want the new Facebook.
It's very cartoony.
Oh, they try to round everything off.
I know. Put everything in like Comic Sans and yeah. Hi, Lyle. That was for Toby.
Hey, Laura.
Hey, Lyle. I always hear
I
that
gotta
when I
fix
say
that
hi to
one.
you
That one cut off
anytime
the
we're in the comment section together. Hey, Heather, what's up?
I'm gonna fix that
Oh,
right now.
just popping in to say hi as I watch the country burn. I know. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
It's very exciting.
Mhm.
We haven't been paying attention, but hopefully Adam will fill us in on
Well,
most of it. Well, Mary might have been.
I have been up, and I know a lot of other people in this comment section have been saying the same thing, that they've been up a lot late at night watching things, you know. So I really love the group because you
can scroll
are
around
right.
and-
Yeah, you can go right into where it's live happening, or go back, you know, an hour or two or whatever. But it's really neat to be in the heart of it all happening. And seeing what's really going on versus what the media wants to spin and tell you, you know? Yeah.
Are they taking
Oh,
requests?
the riot punch. What? Oh, man. Oh, boy.
Send us
Kirk. He has requests. Kirk has a list. Are we going to bring Adam on now then so we
Well,
can
I'm
talk
gonna
about...
send him the
Okay.
link.
So we're going to talk to Adam a little bit, and then after that we're going to have Shelby Gutleber. And if I pronounced your name wrong, Shelby, I'm sorry. The last name, I meant to ask you before the show how to say that. But she's a liberty activist. She was New York's chair for Young Americans for Liberty, and she's a recent virtual, of course, because of Corona, grad of Columbia University. And so we're going to chat with her a little bit later, and that's going to be a lot of fun too. So... oh, Everclear and red food coloring. What? Was that a thing that they did? Yeah. Oh my goodness.
All right.
Hey, what's
in.
up, Metro Basher 2? How you doing?
All right. Our one Mixer follower.
Yes. Thanks for coming to hang out. All right, here we go. We got Adam. Do you need to click the button, Dave?
No, but
Okay.
turn it sideways.
Oh,
All right.
good.
Can
I don't know.
Can you
how to do
rotate, or do you have that planted down somewhere? Oh no, I can bring you up. We haven't brought you on stream yet, but can you rotate your screen, or are you? Awesome.
Fantastic.
All right, let me bring you in.
Awesome.
Oh, wrong button. Let's see. That's
Oh, thanks, Trey. That's so great. So
great angle.
now, Adam, am I pronouncing your last name right? I always say Secosan,
Oh, I
but
forgot to update the name.
Oh, Secosan.
Secosan. Okay, gosh, I'm sorry.
That
I
is the
will...
#1 telemarketer
Secosan.
pronunciation. That's so congratulations.
Wait a minute, you're not Asian.
Right?
Ah, Secosan.
Oh,
Like, I'm gonna get a little more.
okay. Yes.
Oh.
Now we met Adam through the Liberty Memes community, and one of the first things he did was burn a couch on a live stream,
so
and that
he-
was epic.
He's kind of started the whole live stream thing.
They're nicotine.
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
have
you know.
nicotine. Yeah.
They know.
Yeah.
They know. I know. They know.
So, but it was amazing and beautiful. And now you're working on something, and it's really taken off. Your group. It's a group called Protest
Yeah.
Livestream, correct?
Yes, ma'am. Just kind of. I mean, honestly, started as the desire to have this in one place. I was just trying to keep up and support and witness, and because I think more eyes on everything is going to encourage everybody on all sides to behave a little better, you know, as
For
well
sure.
as when these things unfold after everything calms down, you know, prove particular people innocent, you know, especially people that are just there being peaceful and protesting. So yeah, just kind of started the group, and it's just grown, and for the most part, everybody's getting along with it, which is amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We hope that continues.
Yeah.
So, and just, I hope everybody appreciates the resource, and this keeps more people safe, you know.
It really is awesome to have it all there, because I don't know how else I would be finding it, you know.
Right.
And everything is right, you know. And I see a new post, and it pops up in my feed, you know, and I'm like, quick, gotta
Right.
go to it. And
Well, we're on a platform that isn't always on our side and making
Right.
things easy. So, you know, I guess we got to fill in those gaps. And as you guys always say, Facebook is here for the activism and to reach people.
Right.
And, you know, so I guess if we got to do that little bit of legwork, I think people are willing to do it. People are more than ever ready to be engaged somehow and support. I mean, we're not all in one of these cities or a place where even standing on the side of the road with a sign is going to do a lot for someone. But here with these tools we've got now, we can find ways to help each other out. You know?
Yeah. Yep. Now, can you let us know? In the last couple hours, I haven't really.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time.
I
doing
haven't
this.
seen anything. Yeah, getting the kids ready for bed, and you know, last minute snacks and teeth brushing and stuff. So, what has happened in the last few hours around the country? Because I know someone just said
Yeah,
here
we see
Atlanta
stuff
is
pop up
like
in the chat.
things are happening.
Yeah, Atlanta's popping off. It's looking a little rough down there, to be honest with you. Definitely, everybody needs to take a deep breath. You know, we all understand how everyone feels. I mean, that is, you know, that's one thing we got to give other people is their opinion and acknowledge their feelings. But we need to, you know, remember what our rights are, what our human rights are, what our God-given rights are that are backed up in the Constitution. And if you're on the sidewalk in downtown in the middle of the night holding a sign, got your back, you know. Take that deep breath, guys. Atlanta's getting a little rough. Minneapolis is getting cleaned up for this right here, but they've hit the word being thrown around martial law. So people are still in the streets as far as I can tell, encouraging people to, again, be safe. But looks like it's going on for another evening. I've seen things sort of gathering in some other cities. Certainly the West Coast is just gearing up. It is still daylight out there. Out in Phoenix, they've got some things going on. LA's been pretty calm. They've had some daytime protests, and we're hoping that kind of continues out there. They understand the struggle more than a lot of places. So, yeah, it's been tough to keep up with each and every location because I'm kind of
I
just
see one just came up in
providing
DC.
the feed here, guys. You know, I'm giving up being engaged like that to allow other people to check this out. And on that note, if you find somebody and you've got access to their feed, please share it with us because we need that help. It's a lot to hit those notifications and things like that. So it's a community of its own, and we appreciate any support you can give there. And again, encouraging people to be safe, of course.
Absolutely. Dave just posted it here. Our comments come up as restream.io, but there is
It shows as us.
Oh, okay. Oh, does it really?
Yeah,
Because
that's-
it comes
that's
up
just
as
the main
restream
chat.
for me. Okay, never mind then.
Yeah, again, guys, this is just a Facebook thing. That's what I'm most familiar with. There are all kinds of other platforms out there where you're going to find different groups of people, some cross-streaming like these wonderful guys right here. And yeah, so check that out. If things go down on Facebook, keep looking, keep up the fight kind of thing, peacefully.
Yes. Now, what happened with, there was, I did happen to see after the fact that there was it a girl who was live streaming last night and then somebody stole her phone?
Yes, ma'am. Honestly, I don't know personally about that situation too much, but I had many people saying, "Hey, we're worried about this person. She was live streaming, went down." We've tried to pursue it, so we put up $100 so far to try and get that voluntarism out there. And I think we've had some people beating on doors and being respectful. We don't want anybody's NAP violated, respect her privacy if we do find her, because everybody's got different levels of I want to be found. You might be willing to be out there live streaming, but not want to have anybody ever check up on you. I just felt like things surrounded, and I was being told were enough that I want somebody to check in on me if that's the situation.
Sure.
I don't have any information that could lead to the arrest of Hillary Clinton, so basically.
And I love my life.
Following up has been difficult on that. I've tried getting in contact with that entire page. I don't want to say much more than that, but it seems some places are harder to verify where this material is coming from than others. So be vigilant. Again, I believe each of us has the ability to verify things that we see. Don't necessarily need fact checkers out there. So just do your due diligence, guys. Take that extra minute to verify something's not a loop, that type of thing, and be calm about it,
Yeah. Can I ask your personal opinion on the whole, I mean, obviously the situation that led to this, but as far as the protests and people, riots and looting and all this stuff like that, like what are your feelings on that kind of stuff?
Well, one of the things that I've learned, certainly in the last couple of days, has been the value of what we're doing, because it has helped me formulate a better opinion, I feel. We've caught at least various instigating particular people versus groups of people. We've witnessed honest protesters and employees stop people from breaking windows. I witnessed a group of protesters stop someone from breaking the windows of the library. One's broken, guys, can't be undone. But I saw everybody on that block say, knock that off, get the heck out of here. So,
nice.
So I can't have anything but respect for that. Somebody caught, somebody was too close to a fire and they passed out or having issues there, maybe the heat, and two people down there in the middle of the night near a fire saved another person's life. So that's all I need to know about them right now, and just respect to everybody that's doing the right thing every step you can. It's those few moments that you get the opportunity to do something that, quoting Deadpool here, right? But moments. So hopefully, we can all be there and be ready when those come along.
Yeah. That's why I was afraid the media was going to, I don't watch the news or anything, but I was so afraid they were just going to start focusing on the wrong things and not,
right. Well, it took 24 hours for Fox News to acknowledge the situation. I mean, so like, maybe we don't need them anymore. I don't want to go that far necessarily, but like, they've certainly shown people their opinion of the CNN building. So I feel like I've got a more in touch reality with what's going on in those streets and with those people than I've ever had before in my life. It's so difficult to tell what's going on in Raleigh, North Carolina, where our capital is. If you're not listening to the daily audio of, the chambers, you really don't know. So these live streams might enable more people to have that feeling that I've got, and hopefully bear out, in that way that we're all just, we're in this together, right? But maybe we actually can,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Tim wants to know, do you have any suggestions to the protesters in dealing with police? I've never been in this kind of situation, so I have no idea.
Yeah. I've never been in this situation. I certainly have my history with dealing with them and remaining calm, clean record. But you know, I don't want to go as far as, you know, pointing out things like what you can do with road cones and water and things like that. But again, just being calm, holding your ground, remaining within those rights that you have is going to be paramount. And I think that's going to bear out the best way every time and in the long term. So, yeah, just again, the calmness, the peacefulness, that type of thing is really where what message that needs to be sent to everybody. Pop on those streams, because that's giving more witnesses to you doing that, you know.
Yeah, that's one of the things I heard, is that the police only have like one tool in their tool belt, and that's
Right.
violence, and to suppress.
Right.
And they're just waiting for the reason. So
Yeah,
you
right,
got to
right.
be really careful not to give them that reason, even though sometimes they don't wait for it. But that's all
Right.
they have.
Yeah. They don't always look for a reason.
Unpopular opinion, you know, unpopular opinion for sure, but we as citizens need to take the time to give them the other tools. We, for instance, not to go off on another topic, but hemp in North Carolina, they're being told to enforce marijuana laws, but we have this other thing that they don't know how to deal with. We need to empower them to deal with the community in an effective way. And if that means protesting, if that means voting in people that are more understanding of our real world, then that long-term work needs to go on after whatever's going on right now. And so this may lead straight into that. We may say, hey, we want elections right now. You know, there's all kinds of ways this could work out, but we as the people need to look at that long term while we're participating in the short term.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't
really,
know.
this
Unpopular
is
opinion, right?
No. Just this whole
Yeah, I mean,
situation.
you know, I
I
don't know
can't.
what to do otherwise. And I'm one that doesn't even trust the voting machines. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, like, what are you going to do, right?
I'm on both sides of the. You know, I'm like, oh, do I? Don't I? I don't know.
And that could
but
mean there's not too many laws. I'd be just fine with that, you know?
yeah, anything less than
basically,
what we have now is great.
we can absolutely, I trust my neighbors to take care of our community, our neighborhood, that localization, decentralization. I think that's good for people. And that's what so many people are not just frustrated over this incident. And that's not to take away from George Floyd. Okay. But it's been that speeding ticket that wasn't justified. It's been that, you know, whatever it is. It's just been so many things building up to all of these people, you know, wanting to express these frustrations and change things. And so as long as we're being involved, I feel like things will get better mostly. You know what I'm saying? Like, just more involvement is, because if there's one person out there that's not consenting, how can you go that direction, you know?
I really pray that all of this makes a change in a positive direction. I really, really do.
Absolutely. And I sure don't know what that direction is, but, you know, hopefully we can work together on that, right?
Yeah, yep. So tell us again the name of the page. It's on Facebook. Are you on any other platforms, or is it just the Facebook?
No, we're
Okay.
doing this from a cell phone here, you know.
Okay.
Just like most other people. It's I'm sitting here live streaming, right? So we've got I started a little page, gonna put just kind of like the event announcements there and things like that. It's got the same title, protest live stream, and obviously the group's the primary focus right now, and try to get a little more organized as time goes on. This is very, very new to me, so yeah, I appreciate y'all's support.
You're doing a
and
great
everybody
job
out there, you know. So it's not alone here, you know, and everybody's been jumping in and helping out and being awesome.
Yeah, that's so great. You all are doing a fantastic job over there, and it's hard to go to sleep at night knowing, you know, every time there's a little notification that pops up and it's like, here's something new that's happening, and you know, and it's you know, you're just watching. But it's I'm glad that you put it all in one spot.
Speak God, you know, again. And this is not going to be over tomorrow as far as probably protests or everything we're working toward here, you know, life goes on, guys, you know, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, yep. We'll move forward and hopefully change some things for the better for the people, you know. Adam, I'm so glad you took the time to come on. I know you probably are.
Yeah, thank you guys
like,
so much.
There's probably so much that has happened in the 15 minutes you've been on
Yeah,
there.
you're missing stuff right now.
Right?
I do have your page up. I was kind of scrolling through, and I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh wow.
Yeah.
Lots of stuff
Yeah.
happening. Thank you so much, Adam. Keep up the great work, and we will see you
Pensacola. What the
on
hell?
your page. Yeah, Dave's. There's lots of stuff happening there, so go check it out.
Oh,
It's
gosh. Oh, boy.
Protest live stream.
But after the show.
No, you can
Yeah.
check it out whenever.
After the show, yeah, I'll be here the next 6 hours or so.
Yeah, no, we're not
I
doing
love you
6
guys.
hours,
You're
I
awesome.
swear.
Appreciate y'all so much.
Love you too, Adam. Have a great night.
All right.
Good night.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. That was great. He's great. I love the page. Everything's in one spot, you know, so go check out the page, and anybody that you know who would be interested in it, especially people who are maybe in a place where they're having protests and stuff, who could share with, you know, everybody what's going on. It's nice to have a visual from the ground, from not the media. You know, it's nice to see things in real time and real
Even
real
though it might not
people.
be objective, it's still different.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Everybody
not,
has their own bend on things, but if you're just holding a cell phone out there, you don't have to.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
things are happening. It's
manipulated.
not manipulated. Yeah, exactly. So it's nice to watch things that aren't, you know, from the news. So yes.
All right.
Hi Tanya, how you doing? Let me see. I'm like, Cameron, nice to see you. The only reasonable answer is to yes. Yeah. Now, is that the police station on fire there?
It might be. Is that the update?
I don't know.
No, because I don't think the police station burned that one.
Okay.
Oh well. Yeah, they're a little whiny.
What's that?
I need to oil the hydraulics on
Oh.
the servo motors. I think it's going on.
Right down the street, convenient. Oh, I would. Kirk. Now I know what page people we're talking about. Yeah, exactly. Yep. It is addicting once you get on that page and you start to see live streams from all over the place. It really is. And it's scary too, because the cops are just launching stuff at people, you know, like.
And vice versa. I was watching
Yeah,
the
that's
one
true.
short stream on
Mhm.
Twitter I caught where the cops were abandoning their posts and
Oh, they were
They're, like,
they
throwing
were
fireworks
really
and stuff.
the cops were like super duper
outie.
retreating. Yeah, yep. Juan, I'm shocked. Just, I mean, because it's Chicago, you know. Like,
They have other business
there are
to attend
protests
to.
here, but nothing dramatic so far. I'm really surprised, just because Chicago always does it up. You know, it's coming to the weekend, so.
Yeah, I hope you like the bunker. I worked really hard on it.
Yeah, Dave did work really hard on the bunker. I'm gonna just finish this
I'm
drink
not
real
stealing
quick.
backgrounds anymore. I'm making them.
Mhm.
Thanks to Blender Guru. Well, I'm actually trying to get on the show just because I want to talk to him, and he seems really interesting.
Yeah.
The guy who taught me how to do all this on Facebook. Or
Dave
on
has
YouTube.
spent more time with that man.
Past few weeks.
Yeah, he's always watching the videos on how to do, all that kind of stuff. So, I'm sorry, but I missed the page link or name. Oh yeah, no, that's cool. Well, Dave will pop it
Well,
up
I
here
gotta make
for
sure
you
I
so
don't
that.
share the link to our show. Okay, there it is.
There you go. Make sure you got the right one going on there.
Yeah. Have a bunch of people jump into our Zoom meeting.
Oh yeah.
That's
The
it,
drink
okay.
counter. Yeah.
I think mine's right. I'm gonna
think
add
mine's
one
right,
just
too.
because I'm locoing out. All right.
I did have two before the show,
No.
but I've only had one. I mean, not like before, like I don't know, not before, but like
Okay. Shelby.
kind of one before, yeah. Oh, we love you too, Adam. Thanks so much for coming on. Yep. Very excited to have the chance to talk to you, and really excited about what you're doing. So, oh gosh, here we got Shelby. Dave's got her already pulled up over here on Zoom.
Oh, we got audio problems. We're hearing ourselves.
They can't see you, Adam.
Do you have our stream running in the background, Shelby?
I can. Do you have a stream open? Can you mute that at all? Okay.
That's all right.
Yeah, this is what, our third,
We're
second or
learning.
third time, maybe, yeah.
We learned from our
That's
last
cool.
one.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all good. Yep.
Oh, let me start our video.
It is.
I think so.
Yes. Can you turn up her volume for me in my ears?
I'll
Thank
try.
you. Okay.
Still might be a little
Now,
quiet.
Shelby, I'm not sure if I said your last name correctly. Can you tell me how to say it properly?
That's Gutleber.
There we go.
Gutleber?
Yes. Perfect, yeah.
I was so wrong. I was so wrong.
That's not the German way to say it. The German way is like Gutleber or something
Oh,
like that.
I love that though. That's so great. Well, welcome to the show. Thanks for hanging out with us. We had talked to people, you know, a little bit ago to let them know, you know, you're a liberty activist. You recently virtually graduated from Columbia University.
Columbia.
Yes. Now, how did that go? What's that? Because there's a lot of that going on. Everybody is graduating this year. It's all virtual.
I mean, it's pretty horrible, honestly. I definitely don't try to like be negative, but it was something I was really looking forward to. I was an undergrad for 6.5 years, so I was really looking forward to that day. And I don't know, I guess, especially since I graduated from an Ivy League, I thought, you know, they have all this money and that I was going to have this extravagant, at least virtual graduation, and it was so not that.
Oh, gosh.
I mean, I feel like this setup is better than what they had. Like
Oh.
and you know, and they have billions of dollars, so it was really a poor excuse, and you know, it sucks. But very fortunately, my school specifically, the School of General Studies, the dean that promised that should be doing in-person graduation when we can. So I'm looking forward to it.
Oh,
That's nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
At least they didn't just say this is all you get and bye-bye.
Yeah. I university-wide commencement, that's like the big commencement you need tickets for and everything like that. So I don't get that, but it's really like awesome that she's doing that for like our school specifically.
Very
Oh.
nice. Very nice.
David Gay's
Oh,
here. He said, "Oh, our group gave Shelby a graduation gift." I think I remember that one going through.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, they did. I got like $220 from everybody. That was really, really awesome.
oh,
That was,
that's
like,
awesome.
Yeah, it didn't feel special, you know. Like I'm living with my brother right now. Actually, I had to leave the city because I'm a server and bartender, and I've been out of work. And my brother offered for me to move in, so I'm sitting on the couch in my gown for this virtual graduation. That was like so lame. And then I of course see David like tagged me in this cool fundraiser. He's like, let's, you know, give her a gift. And so like it wasn't even like the ultimate amount that was so special. It was like how I kept getting like notifications and all these people I've never met before were just giving me these graduation gifts. So I don't know, it was cool. It made it feel like a really special day. So
Oh,
really,
that's so great.
yeah. And even aside from that, the Liberty Memes community twice for two of my friends had raised their full amounts for their goals to help them out. So I love Liberty Memes community. Like,
Yeah,
those
that's
are
insane.
that's cool. Yeah.
That's
Yeah, for
wonderful. Really showing how voluntary action is such a positive thing, that we don't have to rely on, you know, our government for the things that we need, and just shedding some love and light onto people, you know, with like a graduation gift, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's the thing. Like Columbia University has billions of dollars, and they were incapable of even making me feel special on that day. Like a couple strangers came together and made me feel so important. You know, it's so true. It just goes to show. So.
It's a beautiful thing. It really is. I'm so glad that we are a part of it. How did you get to find Liberty Memes?
Liberty Memes? That's a good question. I guess it was because of David. I used to be a New York State chair for Young Americans for Liberty.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so I went to like multiple Young Americans for Liberty conventions. I was in DC this past summer as an intern at Tech Freedom, and was on my way to the Memphis convention. And I went with my friend Jeff. And on the way, we got into this like horrible car accident. Well, it wasn't horrible. Everybody was safe, so it was fine. But it was horrible because it would have cost him like $1,500 to fix the car. And luckily, it happened like 30 minutes from the hotel, so we were able to get an Uber. But he was freaking out because Young Americans for Liberty was relocating to Texas. So he was on his way to Texas to go like live there now. And he was freaking out. So his friend Diego, I went up to him and I was like saying, like, we got to do something about this. And I started the GoFundMe. And this was before I ever knew about Liberty memes or any of that. And Diego put me in touch with David, and that's really what really got the ball rolling. It was crazy because I had like my mom donate $5, I donated like $5, and then when it got to David, it just blew up, and this is just amazing. So that's, you know, then we became good friends, David and I, after that. So
that's so great. How did you find your way to liberty, as far as, you know, I don't know if do you consider yourself libertarian? There's so many labels, and I never know what to say, because people say, oh, I'm a minarchist, I'm an anarchist, I'm a libertarian, big L, small L, you know, whatever. But how did you find your way to not being a part of, you know, just like the two-party system, as far as
red versus blue.
You know, red versus blue team?
Yeah, that's a good question. Well, to address like the first thing you said, I consider myself a libertarian in that I'm a registered libertarian party-wise. I've been a libertarian since I was like 19. I'm 26 now, so it's been a long time. But I no longer think that. You know, I'm not going to go like deep into the philosophical discussion, or unless you want to. But I don't really think that my philosophy is libertarian anymore. I think it's turned into something that is like really about anarchism. I'm not really on that level anymore. I used to be. I think I'm more of like a classical liberal. I do believe that, you know, the government can do good in certain circumstances, but which David's gonna a bunch of people are gonna tell me like, oh, we're not gonna donate money to you anymore. No, but yeah, so when I was younger, I thought I was a Democrat, which a lot of people in the liberty movement I've met have been vice versa, so I think that's always interesting. I grew up in a town that's very Republican, and I think that it's not that I think that the people that I grew up with are evil, but I don't know, I just thought Republicans were evil.
It's kind of, yeah.
It's the
other team.
I think because...
But it is when you're young and you don't understand politics, like, and especially when you're being raised in public schools that are ran by Democrats, there's this connotation that builds in your head that, like, you know, Democrats care about people and Republicans are just like selfish and I'm not gonna, you know, I'll admit, like, I definitely met some people growing up that thought things like gay marriage were unacceptable, and those were always people that were Republicans, and like I'm so opposite of that. So, you know, I just in my head I didn't realize like that's obviously too black and white. That's not the way things are now that I'm older. But when I was young, that's just what I thought. And so when I started school at community college and I was taking my political science classes, I was like, yeah, I'm a Democrat. Like, yeah, I'm a liberal. And I didn't even know what that meant. And I took the world's smallest political quiz. And, you know, socially, obviously, I fell on, like, the whole spectrum of what I believe did fall in that category of Democrats. But to me, like, common sense economics were what would fall into a more conservative zone. So I came out as a libertarian, and I didn't really understand what that meant. But as I read books, I was like, holy shit, like, this is literally me.
Yeah.
I had a good buddy, he's still one of my best friends, Gerard Moran, who's a comedian, and he like took me to one of the conventions, New Jersey libertarian conventions, and I was just like, these are my people. Like, I'm not the only person in the world that's like this. Like, so it really it's an interesting story, like how it all came together. But
that is a refreshing feeling, though. Like when you discover that there's something that not defines, but that falls into your wheelhouse of what you believe. Like mine was Ron Paul's Liberty Defined. Somehow I got my hands on that book and I read that book and I'm just like, check. Yep. Okay, here we go. Get my signs out.
It's so true. Especially because, like I said, when you're younger, nobody lets you know that there's other options. Like, It's just, you're a Republican, you're a Democrat, or like the kind of town that I'm from, you're evil, you're
you're either good or bad.
But yeah, so it really was cool to open my mind to all these other new ideas. And then, I don't know, I've always been a contrarian, I've always been an outsider, so like, you know, that also drew me to it. Not to mention just completely against authority since I was young, so.
Yeah. feel like we're raising little anarchists
Oh, yeah.
ourselves. Oh, boy.
Which is hard
It's
as
a
parents.
good thing, but as a parent, it's like, oh boy.
You got to question everything I
My
say.
my mom and I, she is a total Republican. She loves to argue with me. She's like, where do you get this nobody can tell you what to do attitude? And I'm like, like, well, it's libertarians.
It's true. Yeah, that's what this guy says. I mean, he has said that from, I think, the day I ever met you, and anytime I would suggest, or
Dave.
anyone would suggest something, and I just hear Dave mutter under his breath, "Don't tell me what to do."
It's so true though. It's so
Yes.
funny. And I'm like, Mom, this wasn't from it's not from the political movement. I was writing this way. I thought it was true to do it.
Yeah. So, what is it like with your family now? As far as do you guys get into any kind of debates about, do you guys talk politics, or do you just kind of avoid the subject all around?
I would say it's pretty much impossible to not talk politics with me. I'm like that kind of person that finds a way to be like, we're having dinner. I'm like, this kind of reminds me of the communist revolution, and they're just like stop.
Oh my gosh.
But I know. No worries.
Really?
My
We're
mom-
going there.
Oh man.
But yeah, no, my mom she's like I said, she's super Republican, so we can get into some battles sometimes, but we agree on a lot of things too. And she just likes that I have opinions, and she's always been behind me and being independent. So you know what, she's proud of me even though we disagree, and she brags about me. So I don't know. I think that doesn't really matter. But it's funny because I have 3 brothers and my father, so it's a lot of boys, and I'm always the one like trying to start the arguments. And but it's funny because they're pretty apolitical, and the more I talk to them, the more I'm like, yeah, because you're a libertarian, you just don't know it. And then they're like, okay, maybe I am a libertarian.
Just keep chipping away.
Yeah, absolutely. Just keep chipping away.
I mean, that's the craziest thing about what's going on right now. My brother's always like, oh God, why does my sister shut up about politics? And now that we're going through everything we are, he's like sitting in front of the TV. He's like, who does this governor think he is trying to? And I'm like, yeah, maybe
Been
he
saying
should.
that.
Maybe he shouldn't have so much power.
Yeah, I'm respecting him now that I live with him. Like he's probably going to go buy a gun and keep it next to his door.
Oh my gosh.
And then lose it in a tragic boating accident.
Oh yeah, the boating accidents, Oh my gosh. Okay, so now you were living in New York City
Yeah.
to go to school there. Is that, you were born and raised not far away from?
Yeah, I was born and raised in New Jersey, like where I'm living right now, like a town over from where I am now. And I went to school here. I went to community college here, and then that's when I got into Columbia. So at first I was commuting 2 hours to campus.
Oh, wow.
You dropped out of high school.
Yeah, I dropped out of high school.
What?
Yeah.
Totally. Dropped out of high school, yeah.
And
Yeah,
graduated from an Ivy League college.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't think it was possible, right?
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
That's what they always say. You can't do that kind of stuff, but
But they
yeah,
also
you
don't.
can.
They also don't tell you you can be a
that's
Disney
exactly
Imagineer.
Mhm.
They told me I couldn't do it, so obviously I had to do it then.
Don't tell me what to do.
Like, I will show you.
I mean, that's pretty much exactly what it is. I feel like my entire college education was just out of spite.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So you chose Columbia University for what reason? What made you want to go there?
I mean, I would say, like, number one was just the fact that the idea that I could even get into a school that was that good, I didn't think that high school dropouts could go to Ivy Leagues. I didn't even think that was something that was possible. And when I went to Brookdale, I had a 3.8 GPA that, like, I got flying colors and was involved with so much stuff. Like, I could talk all day about how awesome Brookdale is. The professors are amazing. The political science department, like, anything they had going on, they had my phone number. They would call me and be like, Shelby, we're going to the State House, like, because they knew that I'd be involved. So I somehow got a letter written to me from, like, the recruiters at Columbia. I don't know. It could have been because I was in this National Community College Honor Society, so I'm sure they found me that way. But they wrote me a letter, like, asking me to apply, and I was like, they sent this to the wrong address. And I went to apply, I remember, and it was like $80 to apply to the school, and I was like, of course course, this is it. They're trying to
Look at
make
this
$80.
racket.
Make some money.
It's college
And then,
scheme.
so I didn't. I exited out, and then I got an email like a week later, and they were like, "We're gonna waive your application fee. Just apply." So I was like, "Okay." And then what do you know? I got in. So, but I really had originally had my mindset on Seton Hall University, and I got a pretty good scholarship there. But believe it or not, it was cheaper for me to go to Columbia than it was to go to Seton Hall.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They have a great school at Columbia called the School of General Studies, and it's specifically for non-traditional students, and they have policies that are geared towards helping students that come from untraditional backgrounds. So like in my circumstance, like a high school dropout, somebody that went to community college. So they're trying to like give people opportunities that otherwise wouldn't have them.
Oh, that's
And
nice.
one of the policies was that you could be a part-time student and get your full scholarship and your full financial aid.
No.
So, so I could work and bartend and serve and still, to make that extra money to pay for my balance of tuition after my scholarships and everything. So that like made it possible.
Did you pay for college in college?
Yeah, I paid for my community college in cash. I used to serve, and all my money I would save. I was living with my grandpa at the time, and I would save all my money and go to the window with my cash, and they would like laugh at me, and I'd be like, it was $500 a class, and I paid it cash, and so I didn't have any debt. I got my associates with not a single dollar in debt.
Wow.
Dave Ramsey is smiling.
Dave
down on
Ramsey
us.
is proud of you.
Yeah, it's pretty badass when I think about it. But then I'm like, oh, all that money.
Yeah.
No, it's my degree is already giving me so many opportunities. I don't think and to do it the way I did, because I went into Columbia with half my credits done already. They took all my credits, so I didn't even have to pay. Yeah, some other people go, straight to Columbia and have to pay the ridiculous amount they're charging right off the bat. And because I had this great GPA at community college, I had for starting, they gave me like a $14,000 scholarship, and it just went up because my GPA went up as I ended. Yeah, so
How fantastic.
really possible, and I really hope that one day I can do some sort of work to let people know, like, just because you drop out of high school, just because you make bad decisions when you're younger, doesn't mean that going forward you can't do anything you want.
Oh my
You can
gosh.
You're obviously going to do something
Yeah.
very driven.
graduate from an Ivy League, like you can do anything you want.
You
That's
really need to,
inspiring.
that is so inspiring, because people think that, you're a kid and you make a decision and you're still a kid at that time, your brain isn't even fully developed until you're like 25. And so you make decisions, and to allow that decision to affect the rest of your life, it's disheartening. It's sad to see, but you took it and said, you know what, screw this, I'm going to do it. And I'm going to just say that you paid off your, oh my gosh,
That's
like
huge,
the
yeah.
no debt.
Yeah, I do have some debt.
Yeah.
I know.
I've got a pretty damn good amount of debt. Like, don't.
But
get me
the
wrong.
fact that you were doing the thing, you were paying, for your classes and stuff like that. That's very responsible, to do. And oh man, I wish I was that responsible. Even now, I'm 40.
It's all part of the whole idea of libertarianism and personal responsibility and stuff, Like, I didn't have anybody doing any of this for me, and I think that's another reason why, like, I've stayed a libertarian, because I'm like, I'm not looking for other people. I'm not entitled to anything, I'm sitting here and I'm doing it myself, so I can't you. It's kind of how I feel, And, like, I don't know. I don't even have any private loans. Like, that's one thing. The government, all my loans are from the government.
Oh, we heard a little bell go off. Okay, sorry.
It wasn't me. He's like, what do you do, Dave?
I'm like, where's this
Sorry,
thing?
Mike.
Where's the bell coming from?
No, it's fine.
Hi, Christian. I have to say hi to Christian because he's
Yeah.
here hanging out. It's nice.
Yeah, we
to
talk
see
to
him
the
again.
chat a lot, so if you see
Oh,
us
if you see
waving
us
and
doing
pointing,
these kind of things, like we're talking, like to the chat. I always forget to tell people that. So.
You're good. I'm just gonna readjust my charger here, because my laptop's kind of a piece of crap. So.
Yep.
Oh,
We all have that one.
Oh yeah, is that a thing? Are you allowed to curse on all these things? 'Cause I definitely-
Yeah, our show.
It-
Yeah, go
it
ahead.
It gets really weird. We'll be watching like weird YouTube videos by the
Yeah, we have PewDiePie on.
Good. I've literally been drinking all day, and I kept looking at my friends like, guys, like, I gotta like people are gonna be like watching me speak later.
No,
Oh.
you're
Like, I
doing
want to get a
fantastic.
job eventually.
No,
Yeah,
you're
you
fine.
did.
You're in good
You
company
messaged me
here.
earlier. It's like you got to give me the details now, so I can still. I like that. Let me write this down.
This is
That's
charging or
awesome.
not. Oh, here we go. There we go.
Oh, Carl says that they're setting San Jose on fire now.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I don't know if you saw the beginning of the stream. We talked to a guy who's running a live stream group of all the stuff going on around the country.
It's called Protest Livestream.
So obviously we're getting a lot of input on what's going on around the world
and
the country.
There's a bunch of live streams there in that group. And you can just go in there and click on anything, and you could be anywhere across the country, apparently, you know, because there's people protesting all over the place. So,
Oh my God.
yeah. Okay, so go ahead. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, apparently that's, I don't know, apparently one's supposed to start in New York or something. A couple of my friends from New York told me. I don't know. I haven't really been, I hate to say it, but I haven't really been following, like, anything today.
Yeah. No, that's... You need to take it. You need to take a day off sometimes.
That's kind of how I felt about it. I was like, I think I just need everybody to like cool down before I get involved.
It's all.
Wow.
It's very heavy. It's very heavy and sad. So, and I get like emotional about, you know, I'm like watching it.
And Mary's not as good at crushing her
I don't
emotions.
have a mind vice to like crush things down, so I take things in and I'm like,
feel the
and I
shit
feel
out of
all of the feeling, you know, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is terrible. And then I sit in like the chair and I'm just like, Dave, I'm so sad for the world, you know. And he's like, you got to quit watching stuff. Not good, not good. So yeah, taking a day.
Anytime you feel uncomfortable with what the world's doing, you just buy more ammunition.
Buy more. Yeah, that's what Dave did. Yeah. Now, what are your thoughts on the whole coronavirus thing, the whole lockdown, all the ways that they went about, you know, and what they're still continuing to do to keep people, you know, under their thumb? I think.
I was using that line today, Christian.
What do you think about that?
Oh man, I mean, this is a hard one because there's just so many reasons. I mean, I don't think everyone's ever been so directly affected by what people were deciding and things like that. So it's a really, really, really hard one. And I've kind of been avoiding the topic because, you know, I'm naturally inclined to say, I don't want somebody to dictate what I can and cannot do and things like that. But then, you know, I have things like my mom just got done battling breast cancer and things like that, and she's, you know, her whole immune system is compromised and things like that. And I think, like, God forbid somebody was just being selfish and you know, just didn't care, and she ended up getting it and died. Like, you know, even if it, like, you know, so sometimes I think, like, you know, I try to be more sensitive because of that, if that makes sense. Like, it's more that I just try to, like, take on the conversation with a lot more compassion than I found, unfortunately, a lot of libertarians to be doing, because I understand how emotional it can be. But at the same time, using a legal lens, because I do want to be a lawyer, I think that the sicker and sadder part is that there's politicians and people in power that are just trying to take a situation that is, you know, something that's so emotional, something that is something that people really care about, and just using it to exploit them to do things like take away their rights and have more control over them. I think that's really the saddest part of all. And I think that, you know, I don't know, sometimes people that I think that agree with me about that just aren't very good about telling people that in that way.
Yeah.
So it's really sad, you know, and I feel really bad. But, you know, I know so many people that are starting their own businesses. I've worked in the restaurant industry for 10 years. I know like 4 people that are not sure that they're going to open their businesses again. You know, my ex-boyfriend just opened a brewery that he's been trying to open for 4 or 5 years now because he was already dealing with so many restrictions from, you know, all the bullcrap licenses and
red tape and crap.
Crap.
Yeah.
So I totally understand it. And then there's things like, I mean, come on, like how in New Jersey they just opened the toll booths because they're like, we're not making any money. And it's like, oh, why do you get to open your business to take money from us, but you can't let it, you know, it's just,
Yep.
It's just not, it's not right. But I, you know, I try to be understanding about the people that are worried about it. But there's definitely a million other ways we could have gone about this. I don't agree with that, honestly.
Yeah. I know it's hard because I think, you know, like, oh, my parents are, you know, susceptible to this kind of thing if they caught it, and that scares the shit out of me. But then I think like, oh my gosh, like, you know, all the people that we know, like you said, who have small businesses, who put their life on the line to open, you know, and we would frequent and go there or be there, and that's their livelihood and their families, you know, and it's like you get called a murderer if you want to say, you know, they should be allowed to be open, and people are like, you don't care about people, you know, and it's like, holy
I think
crap,
the focus is
can't
all
I-
wrong. We got to focus on the high, you know, the people who are going to get hurt by this, and focus on helping them. But you know,
now,
kind of
Ryan Seifert's in
risk.
the YouTube chat here, and he lives in Wisconsin, and he's always saying about how Wisconsin's open, Wisconsin's free to do what they want. But I read somewhere that they've canceled things in Wisconsin, like state fairs, you know, like county things, you know, like concert stuff that's supposed to be going on, but are still allowing there to be like a Democratic convention there. Yeah, so that people can. But it's like, wait a second, you're gonna say it's okay
Vote
to
or
have
die.
the
convention
and have people fly in from all over the place, yet you're saying that people can't, you know, in their rural communities there have their local farmers market or whatever it may be. It's so it's enraging.
It's clearly the definition of why libertarians don't like government. It's a monopoly on everything. It's a monopoly on power. It's a monopoly on the decision of who can and cannot open. Why is it that they're allowing the things that convenience them to be open, but anybody else that's just, oh, they're an evil murderer and they don't care about it? It's just not fair, and it's they don't care. They don't care what we do.
They don't care.
know?
It's because it's
So
not.
Carl just said something I didn't even think of. It used to be a felony to walk into a bank with a mask on.
Oh my gosh! Now you can't go into the bank if you don't have a mask on.
Stop that mask,
Right.
man. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Now, Dave saw something that. Did you study up on conflict resolution? Was that a thing? Was that?
I mean, I have. I don't know how you guys would. I'm like, where did you get into my records?
I went a little deep.
Dave Sneaky. No.
Mostly if you Google you, it comes up with your story that's on all kinds of platforms about you having to leave New York because of your job being eliminated.
Yeah. I interviewed for a couple pretty big news sources. Briefly, they were nothing crazy or anything, but yes, I definitely. Where it wasn't a couple, you know,
Tim.
stuff, but.
So what is?
But
what is
that's why I got the Dr. Phil meme. I'm like, okay, I got to think of something. Conflict resolution.
Yeah.
And then I got so far into it, and I'm like, there's no way I can make her look good.
Getting along with my roommate. Everybody, that's like a running joke with all my friends, like how in the article, I'm like, yeah, I didn't get along with my roommate, so I'm like stuck in my room. But like, it was true.
Yeah.
We probably should have went on Dr. Phil, honestly, but.
Oh my gosh, I did. I read that article.
It wasn't that roommate, but my other crazy roommate, and the guy I rented from, who I'm like friends with, because he like it's complicated. But so I found out that he was a flat earther.
Oh,
that's exciting.
Like, and
how can you take anything seriously after that?
Well, I know. He gets so mad about it.
Yep,
And
now they're going to come into the chat.
I know. I'm just joking. I'm joking,
You
Dave.
never know.
But there's probably a couple flat earthers in here. Let's be careful with that.
There could be. Who knows?
But apparently, a couple days ago, my old roommate and the guy I rent from called me because they physically fought over the shape of the earth.
Physically fought.
Physically fought.
Wow.
And that's why I thought of conflict resolution, because I was the one that had to be like, guys, it doesn't matter with like shape the earth is, like you should not be fighting. But that's how crazy people are going out in Manhattan right now. You know, you were locked inside, you can't leave. So like these topics that you would normally not talk about while living together really come up, and they're so bored. They're arguing about the shape of the earth, and they gotta fight. They gotta go fight.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you're in the same room together for a long time, and then all of a sudden it's
That's
just
how
like,
you lose to a flat earther.
Oh my gosh. The whole flat earth thing. I was shocked when I heard people believed it, but
I still don't totally believe that people aren't just trolling epically.
Epic troll.
I know, I can't love him. I sometimes think that. I'm like, is he just like, I don't know.
So you're taking the joke too far now.
Trolling somebody that you're gonna physically fight them? I don't know.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. So you want to go into law? Is that what your goal is with
So that was always the plan, was, you know, to go straight into law school. And I've just, like, listen, I've been in school for 6.5 years. Like, think like another 3 years, it just hurts my soul. But also it's mostly just, it's really freaking expensive, you know, like I've been able to maneuver this whole like educational career thing, like keeping finances to a minimum, but law school, there's just, you can't get around it. It's just so expensive. And so I just make sure it's what I want to do. So I'm applying to law firms for like entry level positions that don't require like going to law school for, because I'm like, if I do that for a year and see that I love it, and then you know, I could go on. But everybody tells me I'm not going to do that if I start working. But yeah, while I was in school, I got really involved with international relations, and I would like to take. I mean, I everybody hates it when I say this, but I probably would even take a job at the State Department and like be a diplomat or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But I did the Charles Koch internship program last summer, and I just got accepted into the associate program. So I just need to get hired by a think tank to be able to do that starting in December. Not December, September. So.
Do you think life will be back to normal by then?
No.
No.
No, definitely not. And I asked in the interview, and I was like, you know, is this program going to be remote? Is this going to be? She's like, we're planning to have the whole year remote. I was like, that's crazy. And this isn't even starting until September. Yeah. And she said that they're planning to do the whole thing. Like, that's crazy.
Wow. Yeah. I know.
So,
people are going to be starving.
Yep.
It's like,
hi, Martini.
I know. I mean, it's so true. And that's the thing right now. I think I hate to say it, the government in a way is buying my obedience, because I'm getting unemployment finally.
Yeah.
I'm getting a pretty darn good amount to do literally nothing. Well, I'm thinking of this, my stolen money is being returned to me, but you know, that ends in July, and probably the day that happens, I'm going to be at the State House. Old Shelby will be back at the State House, knocking down the door, saying, "Let me get back to work," because, you know, serving and bartending is what I do. It's how I make money. It's how I paid for school. And so when they stop giving me money, which of course I don't really like on a large scale agree with, but whatever, it's getting me by. But once that happens, you know, that's probably when I'm going to start to get really angry and be like, what the hell is this?
What was your very first job? Was it bartending or waitressing?
I was a hostess, so I wasn't.
Not my first job, but I was a hostess too, and then I went to waitress. Yeah.
We actually we met in food service.
That was, he was the cook.
Oh, really? You guys know all about the industry.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Craziness.
Yeah, it is.
And we're ones that made it, you know, like out together, like.
Seriously, I didn't even know that was a thing. I thought you just get stuck in it forever.
Yeah. Well, just that we made our relationship made it out, you know, like
too.
Because there's lots of relationships in the restaurant business, you know, and there were people who, you know,
you pretty much just the whole entire restaurant. It's just everybody.
But we made it.
I missed that part.
You know, dang it. But no, we did. We made it together in our relationship out, and then we eventually got out of the restaurant business. But I do miss it though. There's part of me that wants to.
It was nice, like it said in your article, how if you didn't like what was going on, you'd be like, I'll be down the street, and that's how I felt. Like they'd pick me off. I'd be dropping dishes. I'll be like, yeah, you don't like it? I'll leave.
Like 2 days before this stuff happened, I was about to quit because my manager was being a dick to me. Like, sorry, Chris, if you're watching this, but you're being a dick. And I almost freaking quit. Like, I was like, why is he talking to me this way? And I was like, I could just go get a fucking job at the bar next door, you know,
right?
Like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
And thank God I didn't, because then I probably wouldn't get unemployment. I was like, you need all my coworkers to get extra $600 a week, and I just quit. But no, that really is how it is. Like that's what's so crazy, because so many people want to say like, oh, like you don't have some sort of a backup plan, like you don't have savings and this and that. And I'm like, well, first of all, for my situation, no, I don't, because all the extra money I was making was going to my tuition. So no, I don't.
Yeah.
But aside from that, you can't really be that judgmental, because it's just like the work is always there in the restaurant industry. It's always there. There's bars and like restaurants like every other freaking store, especially Manhattan. So
Oh, I'm sure.
Yep.
nobody would ever like. How could I have known that some freaking pandemic was going to come and shut down
Right.
restaurants?
If somebody were to say all the restaurants in America are going to close, you're insane.
Yeah.
That never even crossed my mind. Like
No.
sometimes it would be like maybe I should get disability insurance because I was afraid I was gonna like break both my arms off and not be able to shake and drink for people. But like that was like my biggest concern. Like I never thought that it was gonna be because everything was shut down.
Right.
Crazy.
I know.
That
I
doesn't
never
make
thought.
any sense.
I never thought I would see this ever in my life. Anyway, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. The whole world is weird right now.
I almost walked into the gas station without a mask on, and I'm like, oh yeah, we're being stupid.
Yeah. Well, we took the kids to the dentist the other day. They had a checkup, and so they all had to. We walked in, and then we had to like sanitize our hands. I had to sign papers and sanitize my hands, and then get our temperature read, and then go back. And the kids were allowed to take off their masks to get their teeth looked at, but I wasn't. And the dentist and everybody had not just masks, but
The face
the
shields.
face
too.
shields and.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm like, isn't this weird to you guys?
But also we never really invested in masks, so I'm wearing one of your hair ties that it's like it's spread out.
I
so
will
it's
not
like,
pay money for a
tie-dyed.
mask.
No, you were wearing that. I was wearing David's little Nerf thing. It
Yeah,
said like
like
Speed
a-
Freak on
yeah,
it. or
yeah,
something. The kids had sleeves of my T-shirts around their heads.
Oh my god, trust me, I've been doing stuff like that too. It's scary.
Yeah, and then our 11-year-old made his own mask. He took a T-shirt that he had cut apart, and then like sewed like rubber bands onto it, you know, and had it on his face.
He was not going to wear any other mask than
Like,
that.
Yeah.
it's really bringing out the like innovation.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. I told them, I'm like, David made this mask, like he's doing, you know. And then everyone's like, oh, did you finish your schoolwork for today? You know, and I was like, we homeschooled before everyone else homeschooled. Like, so
Yeah, we don't do schoolwork.
we're on a different level. Not better. Just different. Yeah. Kind of unschooling-ish kind of thing. But yeah, it's kind of refreshing for me to see like everybody else
Going
homeschooling
crazy.
and then going like, oh my gosh, this is so hard. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's not just me. Like I've always felt like it was just me.
Oh, kids are intense.
Yeah, no, they're intense. Having them home all the time is quite a bit. So, but when you have to have them do work, it makes it extra intense. So, now,
Carl, I can't wait to be served food somebody else prepared. I'm gonna tip
oh my
so hard.
gosh, I cannot wait to go to a restaurant. Oh, and sit down and eat there.
Yeah. Me too.
What's it like where you are now? Like, do they have anything open to go
Not
to?
in Jersey. It's like I feel like Jersey's the worst. Like, well, Jersey's not the worst. I think New York's the worst, but not in the sense of the restrictions. Like New York's the worst because you're just like in this big city and you're like you don't want to go on the subway and you're stuck in your apartment. At least in New Jersey, you can go to parks and just be in a yard even.
Yeah.
But the governor is like, I know him personally. He sucks. And
Really?
yeah, he's just like an all around piece of crap. And he is like, I don't know, my brother and I keep making fun of him every day. It's so funny. But he is like, I don't know, like if you read his tweets, every day he wakes up and he's like, I'm not letting you guys do this today. It's like he thinks he's our dad or something.
Wow.
Something new he
Yeah.
thought. And
Yeah.
another thing.
Yeah, no, seriously, he'll actually write like word for word, like, you know, because you guys don't know how to follow directions, like now we're gonna close this today. Like he actually writes that. I'm not kidding. Yeah, I should have told. I wish I had them. I don't know exactly where to word, but it's unbelievable. So
Wow.
it's funny. Everybody's like in New Jersey is like fed up with him, and I'm like, guys, I told you this. Like I told you all. Like I know him personally, and he sucks, and you guys all didn't listen. So you know.
This is what you get.
Why don't you
Get
trust
what you
me?
deserve.
Yeah.
Like obviously everything I say is right, so just listen.
When are you
Oh
guys
my
gonna
gosh.
get this? Yeah, we're in Pennsylvania, so I don't know what Tom Wolf is saying because I don't watch any of his streams or anything like that. I just
won't.
walk up to the door of the store and then I'm like, oh, I can't go in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's there's like so my brother, well, it could just be my crazy conspiracy I came up with, but my brother thinks he's now convinced that I know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about. But you go to like every single grocery store that you go to, which is like the only thing open right now, there's a cop car that's either right in front of the store or it's like right in one of the first parking lot like spaces. So, and I realized these fucking cops are not here. It's not. They're taking their old cop cars and they're leaving them in the parking lots to make. It's like I'm also again not going to go all into philosophy, but it's all like Foucault, Panopticon, like surveillance state shit right here.
Wow.
Big Brother is watching you.
Yeah, they're just trying to give you the idea before you go in. Like, if you don't wear your mask, there's a cop in there, but it's like they don't have a cop patrol. They don't have enough cops to patrol every single store, so they're just leaving cop cars to make you afraid that they're in there. So it's like a constant. I mean, this is a police state shit. This is 101 right here. I mean, the cops aren't even there. They're just trying to make you feel like you're constantly being surveilled.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I will never be comfortable with that.
Yeah,
ever.
Scary.
It doesn't make me, yeah. No, that's, it doesn't make me feel safe when I see a cop car sitting somewhere. I'm going to be like, I'm going to go to the next store.
I know. A couple weeks ago, he's like, I just don't understand how people, like, don't feel safer when they see cops. And I was like, I literally, like, if I see a cop behind me, I'm pulling in the next street. I'm going a different way.
I'm going a different direction.
Pretty sure everything's cool, but
who knows if my taillight's out? Because I don't, because I'm driving my car. I didn't do my walk around check every time I get in the van. Have Dave press the brakes, you know,
you gotta do the OSHA check every time you get in your car.
Yeah. Martini, he's in Michigan, and he says Stretch and Gretchen. What is her name? Witchler had the nerve to tell the people of Midland and Sanford, where there was massive flooding, that the stay-at-home order was still in place. What about the people whose homes got washed away or their businesses got washed away? Where are they going to stay? And how come people can't go out and volunteer to help clean up?
Wade.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Yeah.
One time I went, I'm not even kidding. This goes with everything we're talking about, this story. Like, I was living in New York. I was literally living on my friend's couch because I used to live with my ex-boyfriend here in New Jersey. And I was going to school at Columbia, so I just decided, screw it, I'm going to stay on my friend's couch that's across from campus.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get hired because I was I was in class 5 days a week, and I couldn't get a bartending or serving job. So my old job offered for me to come bartend for the weekend. So I said, okay. I hopped on the train, and I grabbed my car to drive to work. And on my way home, I got pulled over by a cop, and I guess I had an expired registration. I don't know. You have to go give the government $50 for a piece of paper.
Yeah.
Be able to
Please
drive.
let me drive.
I shit you not. They took my car. They took my car from me.
What?
They took my car from me. She had it towed. Do you know how much that cost me? Like, I had to pay money to get it from the yard. I had to go to court. I was so infuriated. I opened a case against this officer. Like, it was bizarre. But
do it. That's crap.
But there was a point to the story of what you were just saying about. Oh yeah, so I go to court and I'm like talking to the judge, and one thing I mentioned, because she also gave me a ticket for not displaying my insurance, but I did. It was on my phone, but she told me that wasn't good enough, which is bullshit because there's a New Jersey state law that was signed in 2016 that said that insurance on your phone is proof of insurance.
Like everything's on your phone now.
Yeah, so I literally sent that right to the judge, and then he tried to give me a fee for not coming to court. And I was like, I told them that my address on my license, because it was my ex's license, we don't talk, so I didn't, like, if something got sent there, I wouldn't get it. So I was like, I told her not to send anything to that address. He's like, well, then why didn't you give another address? And I said, I don't have an address right now. I'm living on a couch. And he's like, well, that's not an excuse. So I'm like, you're so big. You're basically telling me I can't be homeless? Like...
Oh, gosh.
Like, he basically was saying being homeless is not an excuse. Like, you're not allowed to be homeless. Like,
yeah.
Turns out it's a felony.
Yeah.
Like, it's absolutely bizarre. It's illegal to be homeless, guys. You know, you'll get a $50 fine for not being for not having a mailing address. Apparently.
That's so. Oh my gosh.
unbelievable, right?
It is. It is. It's so, and
Yes.
why did they have to do that? They didn't have to do that, but they did it.
Mhm.
You know, because they were having a bad day or something.
Yeah.
Like that's garbage.
That's why I went. It's still a thing.
Yeah. No. Good. Good that you know you stood up to them and took
I
action.
went right into the police station. Like coincidentally, this happened within walking distance of the police station. I went in. It was like midnight. Like I got out of the bar. It could have even been like 1 a.m. I got out and I asked for the sergeant. Honestly, the police officers and the sergeant were very kind.
You ask for the manager?
Yeah, I was a total Karen. Like I was the epitome of a Karen. Like I was like, "Where's the sergeant?" Like I was freaking out. But it worked. She came out and I said, "I want in writing that you saw that I displayed my insurance," because the officer could easily just say like, "Well, yeah, she just didn't show her insurance," you know. And my argument was going to be that I did show my insurance, and she was saying, because this is what happened, is that she was saying that I just showed it on my phone. So I had her sign a statement that said I witnessed her insurance through virtually.
Oh, good.
And signed it. So when I filed my complaint, I stapled the signed paper.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, it's like why do they?
It's like you went to school for this kind of stuff or something.
Lawyer or something. I don't know.
Oh my gosh. So when you were growing up, what did you want to be? Because I think we've all changed our mind 100 bajillion times.
I think at one point I just wanted to do nothing. I just wanted to win the lottery. Oh, before that, I wanted to be a veterinarian. I love animals. Yeah. When I was little, I convinced myself I could speak to animals or something.
Oh yeah. Do you have any pets? And did you have any pets growing up?
Yeah, I had a lot of pets growing up in my family, and I had my cat Princess specifically. And but I haven't had pets myself in years. I've been so all over the place. I can't.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Yeah, my brother has her cat Luna, his cat Luna here somewhere, but she kind of.
We have a friend who might still be on the YouTube who has a dog named Luna. Luna and Luna. Yeah. We have fish now. That's all we have right now. So that's
the easiest to take care of. The cheapest too.
Yeah. Moving art.
Moving art. Yeah, it is. It's true. It's true. And the kids love it, and it's just easy
But you got to change the water every once in a while or they die.
Yeah. You got to take care of them and do all that kind of stuff. But so free time. What are you I mean, it's obviously summer-ish now, so it's nice outside. Lots of people are doing more outside than inside. Are you like a book reader, a Netflix binge watcher? Are you?
I don't know if you noticed right next to it is my huge little library I got right here.
Nice.
And my scotch, because I'm also a heavy drinker. Sorry.
Don't be sorry.
What are you drinking?
What are you drinking? Hold it up for the camera.
Gosh, I'm such an idiot. Glenlivet 12 years my go-to, and I didn't realize that they make a double oak. It's
Ooh.
I don't know. I guess they age it in oak.
Yeah.
Which
is weird for a scotch, because I think a double oak is like a bourbon type thing. Scotch is usually a lot more peaty.
No, in fact, I was kind of upset when I got it because I don't really like smoky or anything like that. But it's really good. I don't know. I like it. It's not bad.
Yeah, I tried scotch for a little while. I settled in on bourbon, and that's just what I do now. But it was fun to
cool.
it was fun to explore scotch.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So yeah, I like
Kirk.
alcohol.
Kirk was saying that municipal courts in New Jersey are all about fines. Judges are independent contractors who need to produce revenue to keep their jobs.
Yeah. Seriously, I wrote an op-ed or maybe it was a what do you call it, letter to the editor about this, and I had such a response. I had so many people messaging me, finding me on LinkedIn and being like, this is telling me their personal stories about it happening. It is a huge problem in New Jersey. I mean, they recently passed some sort of a bill about, I don't know, trying to limit what revenue they can take in and things like that, which was great. I remember, it happened a couple months ago, but because it is such a problem, and it's something that I would like to write more about and get more people behind this. It's true. The cops in New Jersey are just so bored. There's nothing for them to do, and it's just a system of revenue at this point. I mean,
yeah. It's awful.
It is. It's disgusting.
It is. It's terrible. Okay, so so you read a lot. Do you do Netflix and Hulu or the other?
I don't watch cable. I haven't watched cable since I was like 16.
Yeah.
But I do Netflix and I love video games. I'm like a huge video.
I saw that on your Facebook, and I'm like, I was gonna lead towards that, but I only saw like maybe 3 or 4 games, and I'm like, maybe it's just something she liked. But I saw a lot of FPS on there and stuff like that.
I'm like 400 hours in The Witcher.
The Witcher.
Whoa.
Great show. Also.
Oh my gosh.
Did you watch the Netflix?
Yeah, you know, the show, I only watched a couple minutes, like literally 5 minutes of, and I didn't love it even within those 5 minutes. But I just bought the book, so I kind of want to read the book before I watch it.
Yeah.
But I haven't really heard great things about the show, to be honest. So
we loved the show.
Oh, you did?
But we also didn't. We don't have
read
the
the
books,
books.
and I never played the game, so I don't have anything else to base it
Yeah,
on.
see, that's what it is. I think I'm so dedicated to it, like 400 hours. Like, I mean, that's like
Yeah.
huge dedication. So I feel like I'm just gonna constantly compare it or something. But I don't know. I'll give it a shot one of these days when I'm bored enough.
Yeah, yeah.
I made Mary watch it because she's not into that
Well,
type of stuff. But once we got into it, it was
Yeah.
like we're
After the
set
first
into it.
episode, I was like, okay, and then we watched more, and I was like, wow, this is really good, you know. So
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
It's a fun show.
Yeah, I mean, it's got. That's what I love about the game is it has such great storylines. So
Yeah,
I can see the
yep.
show is great.
So who got you into gaming, or how did you get into gaming?
The chat really likes you.
Yes, the chat loves you.
Crazy. Oh God. So I have 3 brothers, and my 2 brothers are like huge nerds. And my one brother is a software engineer. He's awesome. He's a genius. I love him. I'll brag about him all day. And they always play video games. And then this is crazy. This is totally true too. In high school, I was like a freshman. I was so young, and I had a party, but it was mostly my older brother's party, not my party. And it blew up. Like, so many people came, and it's really sad. Somebody stole my mom's jewelry.
Oh.
And I felt so guilty. Like, that was the most guilty I've ever felt my entire life. I grounded myself for 3 weeks. Like, I didn't even my parents didn't even, I felt so bad. I grounded myself for 3 weeks. I did leave. But I was so fucking bored that I went in my brother's room and, like, took his Xbox and his game, and it was Fable. Fable was, like, my favorite. It's still, like, my favorite game. It's very similar to Witcher in a lot of ways. But it's, like, old school, like, software. But, yeah, that's literally how I got into video games. I was so bored, stuck at the house for 3 weeks, that I started playing video games. And that was terrible, because then I felt guilty, because I had, like, the best 3 weeks of my life. I'm like, this is so fun.
This is fantastic. Should ground myself more often.
I mean, that's like me in quarantine. I was like, oh, I have to be stuck inside? Ooh.
Yeah.
Damn you, government.
Oh.
I guess I'll just play this.
$100 a week to play video games? Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we're mostly a Minecraft family. Like, my
We have
last
kids,
big thing was
so,
Fallout.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Fallout's pretty good. It's alright.
I like to play, and we don't do it often, but I mean, and it's so old, but Halo 3, I just like to shoot, you know.
Yeah, we
I've
did
never
that the other
really,
night.
yeah,
Yeah.
I've never really played,
She won around.
what's,
Really tried.
but I came really,
I really
close
tried.
a couple of times, and
Yeah.
I'm proud of myself, because, like, Dave grew up a gamer, and I didn't, so, you know, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's how most people start in, like, a multiplayer game like that. where you just
Yeah.
kinda-
It's a lot of fun. I like to play, like, against him and just fight. But we got Mortal Kombat, too.
Just kill him virtually.
Well,
Yeah, you play that one chick in Mortal Kombat that keeps punching me in the crotch, like theatrically.
like right in the
I
taint.
feel like you're trying to say something here.
It's a lot of fun, though. Yeah, but I'll also watch like UFC because I enjoy just watching 2 consenting adults beat the crap out of each other. You know, it's a lot of fun. I enjoy that. It kind of gets my emotions out. Yeah, it gets my aggression out watching that, and then I don't have to hurt myself. You know, trying to fight somebody. So,
You have a violent streak.
what's that?
You said you have a violent streak. I like it.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's
Well,
the
it's
Irish.
the Irish in me. So, you know,
Ah, okay, now it all makes sense.
that and the drinking. You know, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah.
I actually went to the UFC gym for 6 years. I didn't really do anything like sparring or anything like intense, but it was like training, like a lot of bag work.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And I'm basically a dude just in a girl's body.
Oh my gosh, everyone loves you.
Sploosh.
Yeah, my mom hates it. I asked her to send me, because they moved when I was 18 to Nashville, Tennessee, so like I've barely seen them since I was 18. But one year I asked my mom for a boxing bag. She like wants me to be girly so bad. She like called me. She's like, it says the boxing. She's so cute. I love my mom. And she's like, I think your cousin's there. Go outside. And I'm like, oh sweet, it's a boxing bag. I can tell by the box. I open it and it's this bright pink boxing bag. Like,
That's a compromise.
Yeah, you're a compromise.
That's so sweet though.
Yeah, it was so sweet, but I'm like, of course she's still trying to like.
Yeah.
Girl. Like, Mom, I'm a tomboy. Just accept it.
Do you think
she's just trying to change the definition of hit like a girl?
Yeah. Oh. Is that from growing up with all brothers? That.
Oh yeah, I think that's like the biggest influence of it. I honestly do think it's just like I'm surrounded by boys all the time, and
yeah,
I can go to their asses at this point, and it's just
I was okay. As far as age goes, like, are you like the youngest or the middle?
I have two. Two of them are younger. One's older.
Okay.
But we're all super close in age.
Yes. Martini wants to know if you like trees and nature.
Oh yeah, total transcendentalist. And for the people that don't know what that means, it's just I just love nature. Like I could sit outside and like people get scared that I'm tripping or something because I would like start talking about how much I love grass and trees and shit. It's like weird.
Yes. Okay, so what about hunting and fishing? Is
camping and stuff like that?
Yeah, camping, all that.
Hunting, no. I love animals. Like I said before, I used to think I could talk to them. So I actually recently tried to even be a vegetarian, but I just can't. I just can't do it. I love meat, but I like to not be involved with killing them at least. But yeah, I don't know. Fishing I don't get. Seems boring and stupid. Sorry guys, that's the one thing that's not cool about me.
That's the one thing.
Now, you said you're working on a couple campaigns right now.
Oh yeah, the campaigns.
What I missed the whole.
Oh, you said you're working on some campaigns right now too.
Oh God, I was, but I've just been so bad. Like I think that I really just kind of took off for a little bit because I've been actually having to be selfish because I didn't know what was going on and I just moved and I just now I got to find a job for this grad thing. But yeah, not involved with any campaigns. I honestly, there's not really anybody I want to really work with right now.
Yeah, I can.
I have to ask real quickly, and then we can go back to talking about.
No, that's fine.
Tim
if
wants
Larry
to know.
Sharp I would have been all over that. But,
Larry Sharp?
Yeah, Larry Sharp's my dude. If his ticket won, I would have probably been like running that campaign.
Now I was looking at your page and
we love Larry. He's been on here
We
several
love
times.
Larry.
We love Larry. Yep.
and he was running with Judge Jim.
Yeah, I just bought his book that I'm probably never gonna read, but I attempted it. I bought it.
Yeah.
I don't think we groove too well with Judge Gray.
I didn't know too much, but based on like my short Google research, he seemed cool.
Okay.
Just from talking with him as a person, he is fun.
Yeah, he was
He's
fun.
Nice.
Yeah,
he
sang
us a song. it was
a good
great.
show.
Yeah.
Yes. But like
but
as anarchist to minarchist, there was a lot of like.
It was.
I'm pretty interested. I really want to know now.
Yeah.
I could really only see that he had a lot of things behind the drug war and things like that, and that's what his book's about.
And he was good on that. But
which I obviously think is great, but like I don't know anything really beyond that. But I honestly was kind of maybe being naive and just trusting Larry Sharp's instinct. But also, I probably could also just disagree with you guys. But I don't know enough.
That's possible. Yeah, check out our show. I think it's somewhere in our past. I don't number anything, so
like
you'd
a
have
month
to...
ago, probably. I don't know.
We're very in the moment.
Yeah, it was fun. Chatting. Like I said, as a person, as a human, talking with him. But as far as views and stuff go, I was a little like,
Oh man, I want to know so bad now. I have to go back and watch that one.
Nice guy. It's a fun song. I enjoy that stuff. But yeah, and Aaron Kentner, I know Judge Gray did not make you a fan of him at all. I know. Oh boy, yeah, it was.
But yeah, we have a few on like Vermin Supreme's fun. I think he still has a little learning to do, but he's a great.
But he's fun to talk to though.
Yeah.
He's fun,
Very entertaining.
He's great for things like entertainment, but.
And I think he's growing though. I feel like he's growing.
That's what I said. He has learning to do.
He is. I watched a video the other day and I was like, "Is this?" Because I've met him a couple times at a couple different conventions, and I'm kind of that person that's like, "Well, like, my eyes, like, oh, come on, what are you doing?"
Yeah.
But I watched a couple videos and he was like very serious, and I was like, "Okay, like."
Yeah.
Yeah, he started really trying.
I feel like he's
off, like this could work.
Yeah.
Took the
he's
boot off.
taking the boot off, Yeah.
But it's hard in a world where it's like, remember when you did this?
Oh, I know. Yeah, they'll bring it back up. Remember when you wore a boot on your head?
Or just the other day when he posted a picture of him just wearing a tie.
Oh boy.
Well, that actually happened.
A long tie.
Sorry, but I love it. Well, it's just, think about it, guys. I have to go somewhere like Columbia University and like sit on a stage with the heads of the other political clubs, and they're just like, the first thing they say is something like, "Ooh, like, what are you gonna do? Bring a guy with a boot on the head?" Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, it just discredits me sometimes.
Yeah, it's
like,
tough. Yeah.
Serious situation.
It's hard.
I definitely don't want to like totally just like discredit him though. Like, he's obviously done a lot for the movement. He shows up. He's there. He's also a talented guy. I mean, what he's doing is entertainment. Like, you can tell when you're talking to him and when he's in character. They're two different things. So I don't want to totally put him down, but it just kind of sucks that that's one of the main faces of our.
The thing is that I think he started out as being a caricature, just trying to say like, I'm a caricature of what the politicians are, and I'm going to promise you this, I'm going to promise you that, and just to the extreme, and to the point where it like really. He gathered a following. So there's the people who do say like, oh, he's got a boot on his head. And then there's other people who are like, yeah, he's got a boot on his head, yo.
It's
like,
kind of what the generation is looking for.
Yeah, and
it can work for campaigning and advertising and all that. I totally agree with that, but not for like candidate.
not on the CNN debates.
Actually, the president of the United States. I don't know. And then again, look at who
I was just gonna say, like, but look who's our president right now, because
we're in a weird timeline.
Yeah, and I think it was Josh. Oh, but he's already in bed. But he made a post about Harambe. The anniversary of his murder was yesterday, I believe.
Sorry, dicks out.
Yeah, no, but now I think it's because Harambe got murdered that we're in the strange timeline. Yeah, right. That's why we're here.
I was just say, I heard that was like the starting point of like everything.
Yeah. That's why Trump, coronavirus, everything that's happening right now
that damn gorilla
is because the gorilla.
It's a curse for killing Harambe.
It is. It's awful. Yeah. So our Hillary is one of our friends. She lives close by us too, and she's replying to Martini and fuck the police. I need to hear you sing it again soon. It's funny because we all hung out one time and like I look over and Martini's like playing a guitar and singing "Fuck the Police."
The NWA song.
Yeah, the NWA song. And
but in a different style.
Yeah, it's really nice, like acoustic, really good, beautiful. And my kids
closer because we can hang out.
Right? And my kids are just there like la la la, like listening to him sing.
Like I can't have kids and try to send them to like public school or something because they go to school and be like saying this crazy. Yeah. Well, Mom told me the government's trying to steal my DNA, and I'd be like, I don't didn't say it.
It's not the government, it's Bill Gates.
Yeah. Dad needs a brap. Can you play the brap at all right now?
It
doesn't work over the guest. I'm sorry, David.
I haven't figured that out yet.
But that's it too, like, because my kids will say stuff, and I'm, my middle kid whispered into my mom's ear the other day, and he's just like, and she said, "The government's what?" And he's like, "The government's stupid." I'm like, and she's like, "Oh yeah," and I'm like, yeah. I love it though. I love it. It's great. It's so great.
Yeah,
But
no, it's exciting in my eyes. That's awesome.
I feel like, yeah, our kids listen. They listen to us. They listen to us talking. They, you know.
Even when we're not talking to them.
Yeah. They can hear the slightest whisper. You know, I whisper and. But do you mind if Dadman is here?
No,
David Andrew Gay is here right now, and he is not feeling well, and he needs Dave to do this motorcycle sound. Right now, he needs it. He needs it because he's not feeling good. So.
I think I do.
It's just
the brap. Do it. She needs it too.
now I'm laughing. Brap.
Yay!
That's it. That's the thing.
It's a thing.
In public now.
It's just an LLN thing, you know. Like, oh, Hillary says my 9-year-old teacher says to her.
How do you stay safe?
Oh yeah, her 9-year-old's teacher, not her 9-year-old teacher, but her 9-year-old's teacher says, "How do you stay safe?" And her 9-year-old said, "Don't talk to cops." Oh yeah. Oh gosh, that's good stuff. And Tim says, "Yay!" So this is us. This is our show. Like we just kind of hang out and talk to people, get to know them, and I'm really glad that you're here hanging out with us. Are you pouring another drink?
No.
Cheers!
my Four Loco's empty.
Because I'm like, well, do you want one of my beers?
Yeah, that's I drink Four Loco out of a wine glass. It's
Like, aren't those like super ultra band? Oh my god, you're serious?
Yeah.
yeah.
And in a wine glass too. Mine actually, shout out, I'm using my Being Libertarian Scotch glass.
That's a thing?
Oh, what?
Yeah, I bought it from at one of the Yale conventions. The group of guys, I forget their names, sorry guys. But they sell them. They sell merchandise. It says,
Oh.
I don't know if you can see, but it says like Being Libertarian. It's got a snake. I don't know how to work the fucking.
Yeah. No, I see it.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I like those glasses, so I like
That's
those
fun.
sturdy
Yeah,
bottom
yep.
tumblers.
Yeah, it's nice.
So, a y'all convention, I mean, or y'all. I say
I
y'all,
don't
sorry. A y'all convention.
At y'all's convention.
It's y'all's convention. We talked to Cliff Maloney a couple times. Once was from a convention where he was with Dad,
Oh,
but
yeah.
thankfully David Gay was there because the phones and the reception and everything was wacky. But oh man, you could feel the energy just coming through the screen. It was amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, it really, really was.
We got to start going to conventions.
Yeah, I want to go to one. How did you find them? I mean, what led you down the road and you became, you know, a chair for the state?
I think I was found. Yeah, I was found. This awesome guy, Darcy, still really good friends with him. He was the New York state chair at the time, and they have a system through Facebook where they find you, which is basically pretty easy. It's just through mutual like groups of things you like, and obviously like if you like Ron Paul, you know, it becomes pretty obvious.
I like your T-shirt too.
Yeah, I don't even think you guys can like fully see. Ready?
Oh my gosh! Yes. Oh.
That's my homeboy.
But yeah, so Darcy found me, and he was really awesome at his job. He was a way better state chair than I was. But he convinced me to start my chapter at Columbia, which was amazing. I ended up being introduced to one of my now best friends, this guy Roy, and we started the chapter together at Columbia. And that's when I went to my first convention, which was in Philadelphia, which was fun because I got to get like my whole group together at Columbia, and we all took the train or with bus. That was cheaper. We all took a bus to Philadelphia and went to the convention. That was like so fun. It was really cool. We even had somebody on our team that was like from Paris, so he was like crazy.
Oh. Yeah.
Crazy.
Sometimes
What
like
are you saying? I don't know. I'm sorry, Adrian.
yeah, we had a French guy come through one of our groups, and he just didn't understand like liberty.
Yeah. It's a very culture or whatever, I guess, where he's from. But he was like hardcore. Like he was. Sometimes I had to be like, just in this room, like just don't talk. Like,
That might have been the same guy.
Probably is, honestly. That's scary.
Oh my gosh. Oh, we're gonna pin a cause, one of the latest causes here. I don't know which one it is. I'm sorry, Dadman, that I'm not up on the causes. I feel like this quarantine has just, I don't know. Are you seeing people, like, as far as, like, do you go out, hang out with people, have people over kind of thing? Like, are you wearing a mask when you go out? Like, are you just like, screw, like, this whole corona thing?
I wear a mask in two situations. I wear a mask when I go into a store, and I wear a mask if I am in a private property where somebody requests that I do. I think there's maybe been one time where I've been somewhere where somebody requests that I did, and most people I know aren't doing that. But other than that, no. And I'm totally just living my life. I mean,
yeah. Are you hugging people?
All right, God, like, what am I gonna do? Like, fucking sit inside for the rest of my life? I don't know.
Yeah, I know. Are you hugging people? Because I need to hug people, and I'm just like...
I don't know. Really, so I'm just like, what's up?
Yeah, okay. See, I'm a hugger, so this is killing me. Like, this is really killing me.
It's probably worse for you guys.
Yeah, it is. You're like my neighbor, because she's like, you know, this is probably...
I saw this meme, and it said something like, God, I can't remember the exact words, but it was like that meme of, what's his name? The Robert, whatever, from Iron Man, when he's like...
Oh, yes.
It was like Germany, they find out hugging and touching leads to, like, spreading the virus. And it's just like Germans just don't like the touch, so...
Yeah.
Germans, when you find out you can't hug and touch now.
Yep. That's oh, Derek, you finally got to hug your girlfriend. She was high risk, like
okay. Well,
very had heart surgery and stuff kind of like that. So I'm happy for you, Derek.
This is what my mom on the phone. I was like, Mom, if I was living with you, if I was in Nashville and I was coming home to you every night, everything would be different. Like, it's me and my brother, that's it. You know, we're young, we're healthy, and we both feel the same way. So it's completely consensual that we're both, like, not, like, being crazy, and we're coming home with no masks, and we're, you know, so, like it's me. Yeah, it's different. If I lived with my mom, it would be different.
I feel like something's...
Don't worry about it.
Okay, sorry, Dave's hitting the button. Sorry. So yeah, I understand that, because like with my folks, you know, because they are, you know, at risk and everything. But I asked them, we saw them a couple times last week, and I said, like, you know, like, it's up to you. Like, I'm not gonna, you know. And they're like, oh no, honey, we need to hug.
I mean, exactly. At the end of the day, like, what are we gonna do? Like, all commit suicide because we become so depressed?
Yeah.
Like,
yep.
You know, and that's the craziest thing to me too, that you're dealing with, like, so many different, like, people, like that hold different positions in authority that want to claim that mental health is, like, such an important thing in this country and this and that it's so real. And then they do something like this where they're just basically acting like mental health is not a thing, and like that part doesn't matter. And it's really weird, and it really is contradictory to everything that they're talking about before the virus broke out. Because I don't know, why is that all of a sudden something that's not real? You know, it's weird and it's crazy to me. I think it's really weird that that's kind of been thrown on the back burner. Like, not to get serious all of a sudden, but, like, you know, it's kind of weird. You know, I feel bad. I know a lot of people that are you know, choosing to. Everybody has that right to take it more seriously, and, you know, that they are social distancing for the extreme, but they're getting really depressed, you know, so it sucks.
Yeah, because there's other causes of death during this lockdown besides COVID.
Yeah.
You know, and it's really sad.
It is sad.
Mm-hmm. And then, you know, like we had talked about before, that people, like, if you try to bring that kind of stuff up, people are like, oh, you don't care, you know. So yeah.
I think there's some sort of a cop out in it. And that's what I don't understand, because I'm like, usually it's the same people that make such a big deal about mental health. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I don't understand. Why is it all of a sudden now you don't even want to talk about that?
Yeah. Yep. It's pretty wild. Ooh, I should drink some water. She's drinking some water. Some water.
Water, like, all day.
Oh my gosh. So what are your plans for the weekend then? What's it going to be like out there? Is it going to be nice weather for you? Are you going to...
mug.
Thank you.
It's pretty nice. It was originally supposed to rain tomorrow, but I think it's going to be pretty good. We're going, my brother's friend has a sailboat, so on Sunday, I'm bringing out a couple of my friends to go on the sailboat. Tomorrow,
oh, nice.
Probably, it's cool. The beaches you can do the beaches here. But get this, you can go to the beach, you can't swim, but you can surf.
I heard that. I think it was Nick
If you
Schwartz
sit down
posted
on
an
your
article.
couch, you can't stand still.
Yes. There yep. There was a whole long list of things you can and can't. Don't bring a chair. You better not sit. Like, you can surf, but if you fall off the surfboard, you have to drown because you can't swim.
But guys, don't worry. It's all for our well-being. All for us.
Yes.
They got to figure it out.
Yes. Your drowning will be for the betterment of people.
For the Borg.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I have to pee. So
Well,
should we wrap it up
Yeah,
right now
sure.
anyway? Because we usually wrap up around 11:30 anyway.
Not go to bed, but
I drink too much to like sit here for 2 hours and not use the restroom. So, Shelby, you're a ton of fun. Oh my gosh, I hope we can hang out in real life someday.
yeah, I know. Me too. That's what I was saying.
This would be super great. Thanks for coming on, sharing your story about all that's going on in your life and just where you've been and where you're going. This has been a lot of fun and people love you. So come back on again, will you?
Yeah, I will definitely.
Okay.
I mean, I'll go back and look at a couple of these other old shows you were talking about and kind of form some of my own opinions here.
There you go. There you go.
I'm lacking on my libertarian opinions and stuff. I've just been so crazy with all this coronavirus stuff.
I know. Time is broken and things don't matter anymore.
Yeah, like, I can't.
It's wild. It's wild. We're going into June in just a couple days, and I'm like, what? I don't know. It's been no, Joseph. We can't give you her number. I'm sorry.
If she wants to go back through the chat.
Yeah, she'll go back through the chat. And thank you, Shelby. You're a wonderful person. I hope we get to talk again soon. Okay.
Yeah, so I really appreciate it. Thanks for having me again.
Yeah. Thanks for coming on. Good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Of course, 867-5309. That was a lot of fun. Boy, I like her a lot. Yes. I want to hang out. It'd be danger.
Oh,
danger.
man. At least do some Halo or something.
Oh my gosh, maybe we could play a game online or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
Be live friends.
Yeah. Did we find out what system, what console she uses, or is she PC elite?
She's PC elitist.
Oh shit, I'm
assuming.
bad on PC. Mary cannot handle moving the mouse and then like this, doing this kind of thing. You know, my kids are great. Actually, Chris is the best.
Because they were born at that.
Yeah. Chris is
They were
so
born
good
into
at
it.
it. Yeah. He's left-handed too, so I wonder if that makes a difference. Like,
Yeah, that's interesting.
but then he moves the mouse with his right hand. So.
Andy, thanks for showing
Yeah,
up.
hi Andy. Yeah, we're gonna be.
Oh wait,
maybe
we got friends, so we got things. I saw Ray.
Oh, guys, I put stuff in my hair and it looks all greasy and bad, and I'm so sad. Yeah, mention the cause. Tell me what the cause is for. I don't know.
Yeah,
what
I
the
didn't
cause
even.
is
I'm
for.
gonna read it
Just-
right now. 'Cause
Yeah.
I got this right here.
Dental bill to save my jaw.
For Robert
Oh my
Terlingo.
gosh. Let's see. Whoa, I went to the dentist for a simple crown for a cracked tooth. Once my x-ray was done, it was revealed I had a bacteria that was eating away at my jawbone, and I was told it would be unrepairable. No, does that say?
Yeah.
In 2 to 3 years' time. I have no insurance, and I'm currently laid off work because of COVID-19. They had to remove 4 of my teeth, clean the bacteria out, give me a bone graft, and make a bridge for my missing teeth. The procedure cost $11,900.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Or $204 a month for 7 years. Shit, that's a lot of money. Totaling $18,000. Yikes. I have no idea how I'm going to be able to afford that on top of my mortgage, bills, and necessary expenses, but I signed to have it done anyway in fear of losing my jaw. Yeah, no, don't lose your jaw. And not being able to keep up a professional appearance that is needed in my line of work. Any help is greatly appreciated.
Can I do this right now? me see.
Yeah, go for it. Just don't show like our
No, it's not
PayPal
coming.
information on the stream.
Oh, did I change my password? Oh, I changed my password.
I don't know. I forgot my password. And then, yeah, we're about halfway funded and could use more. Okay. Yes. I didn't even see this one. Yeah. A dude had spent $11,000 on dental work. Yeah.
Right?
Don't
Oh,
lose
I
your jaw.
remembered it.
Good for you. Okay, so we're gonna donate some right now. Everyone else, if you can, click the link there and send something. Any little bit helps, even a couple bucks.
Subscribe to
Dave always says subscribe to PewDiePie. Even a couple bucks, it's gonna help. You know, I would be devastated if they said you're gonna lose your jaw. You know, if you don't get this fixed. Yikes. So click the link. Yeah. Andy wants a button, Dave. Yep.
Damn it, Andy.
Damn it, Andy. Is there something where is there any kind of thing that
There's
says,
Andy on The Office who often gets things like that.
like, damn it, Andy.
All
right, Andy, you're gonna get a button. You're gonna get a button.
Yo, you're gonna get a button, all
You're
right.
gonna get a button, all right. Okay, so Dadman's taking over the Liberty Late Night comments.
What do you
I'm
do?
seeing here. Look at, you didn't just type check your butt.
Did I?
No, you didn't. That was that was someone else who has
Because it would have came up as
access.
restream.
Restream. Yeah, exactly. Oh boy, we're gonna get crap about Andy. Oh man, this was a lot of fun. I think we're gonna do a small after party.
Yeah.
You
We're gonna get off of the public stream.
Yeah,
before it
and
gets
have a
too
few
weird.
more beers. You know, so I still want the the thing. What thing is it? What thing is it? Martini wants a thing. Do you
I
know
don't
what
know.
the
I'm
thing
just
is?
gonna hit that.
Oh, there you go, Andy. Are you goofing on Elvis?
How about this one? I added this one. It has no reason, but we just thought it was so funny the other night. So everybody.
Oh wait, hold on! Don't
Yeah,
push a
put on
button.
yours.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we'll do. Will
That's
Smith
because
for-
Caleb didn't come in. Caleb's button
Caleb's
is Will
fault.
Smith. So tag Caleb, and tell him it's his fault. Ready? Move off this side a little.
Come on over here. Come on over here. No, you flipped me off. Come on, coward. No. Come on. You're not an intellectual. You're a fake and a fraud.
That was great. Yes. Oh, good night, Aaron.
Hey,
Thanks for work.
that's pretty good.
We love you too. Yep. More beers. More beers.
I
Yeah.
feel bad because somebody on our YouTube I made a button for,
you.
and they didn't show up tonight.
Oh, Maria.
No.
You're like, no. She comes on Facebook or she goes to Twitch.
Yeah, she showed up tonight. She was here. I saw her on Twitch for like one comment.
What? I missed her. How did I miss her? Oh my gosh. Yeah.
You want to watch it again? I love that. We laughed so hard.
Come on over here. Come on over here. No, you flipped me off. Come on, coward. No. Come on. You're not an intellectual. You're a fake and a fraud.
Like, and you gotta find the video because you gotta watch like the items he dropped and everything. It was
Yes. Oh, the Joe Biden. Oh, you know the thing. Martini
Wait,
wants that. No.
You're getting
You know
nervous,
the
man.
thing. Where Joe Biden's saying like, you know the thing. Isn't he saying you know the thing?
we don't have that thing.
I know. We need to get that thing.
Not bad now.
I'll write it down.
Nice.
I'm trying to add more like positive because
Yes.
all of my things have been like negative. Like,
How dare you?
Let's see, Biden. You know the thing. Yes. Okay. So I remember that. You know. Thing. Gosh, if he's president, man. Woo. Ooh boy. Good night, Aaron. We love you too, Martini. Yes.
that could happen. That would blow me away even more than Trump being president.
Yeah. Alex Jones is a national treasure. Ray Hatfield, his cats still can't handle Alex Jones.
I'm sorry if I
Remember?
spooked him.
Remember that time that we watched Alex Jones and Ray's cats were just like...
Vaguely.
I do remember.
Remember, guys.
Yeah.
Leave a like if you are depressed.
Like, follow, comment. If you've just been watching the whole time, say hi. We'll say hi to you, or say hi, ignore me, and we won't say hi to you.
Yeah.
But the comments help.
No, we did not get more tequila to drink with pickle juice. I'm sorry, Ryan. I feel like a failure now.
So yeah, maybe if you guys are in Patreon or LMPM Patreon,
Yeah, go to LPM.
we're
Liberty
gonna
memes.
maybe we'll watch some burning videos, see what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause
Yeah.
we like
Try.
trying to get ourselves in trouble.
No, we're not trying to get ourselves in trouble.
Because
No.
live streams you can't get copy strikes on.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. We'd be
So,
fine
like,
with
Yeah, we'll watch some live streams. Maybe from I Adam's group, you know, protest live stream.
That's what I was thinking.
Exactly. So, oh, a table was flipped. Oh my gosh.
On Atlanta. That's a big table.
Oh, on Atlanta. I've read in Atlanta. A table was flipped on it. Yikes. Oh my gosh. Yeah. All right. So we're going to go do the thing.
Anything?
Chicago's still calm. Well, I'm happy for your safety, Juan. I am. I'm happy for your safety. You need to stay safe. All of you. Yeah. Be careful. Who knows what's out there. But thanks for tuning in. Thanks, Adam. Thanks, Shelby. What a great show. Love you guys in the comment section, because you know why. You guys make it. Yep.
Because there's got to be at least one of you. That's the only reason we're here. We're not going to stream to just ourselves.
Would we?
Every week somebody's got to show up. At least one person.
At least one trade out, you know? Like,
yeah, you guys can take turns.
Like, all right, I got the first 5 minutes. Don't be careful, fight. Yeah, I know. I don't want to see anybody get hurt, that's all. Because, you know, I love you guys, so, yep. Yeah. YouTube link? Yes. All right. So, we'll see you in LMPM for the after party in what? Maybe, you want to say like 15 minutes? 10 minutes?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, so like around 11:40.
Grab a snack, go
11:40, 11:45, yeah. All right, we'll see you soon.
Nice.
I don't like your T-Series. Nothing personal, kid. But I must go all out. Just this once. Bob's or Vagana, whichever will it be. Set the fuck down, T-Series, I'm here to spill the real tea. You tryna dethrone me from spot on number 1, but you India, you lose, so best think you haven't won. When I'm through with you, we're gonna be completely fucking done, cause we only just begun. I review you, 0 vibe is gone. So come on, T-Series, looking hungry for some drama. Here, let me serve you bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. T-Series ain't nothing but a bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. Look at T-Series, they just crying for their mama. Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. T-Series ain't nothing but a bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. T-Series just whip himself in their pajamas. So who the hell is Bob and why you wanna kiss him? Ew. I'm a blue-eyed white dragon while you're just dark magician. Ooh. You got a fifth of the population in your nation, but I got 90 rolls of worlds to hold your defecation. Oops, unpopular, what the fuck is that even supposed to mean? Your language sounds like it come from a mumble rap community. No papa, yes papa, Johnny. Now download the sugar and let's throw this fucking party with some bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. Look at T-Series, they just crying for their mama. Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. T-Series ain't nothing but a bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. Look at T-Series, they just wet in their pajama. Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. T-Series ain't nothing but a bitch lasagna. You got a population of 1.32 billion, but most your videos can't seem to hit even a million. Subbot.
Hello, boys and girls.
Magic potty baby, your bottle's all done. It's potty training time, will be so much fun. I help you with your training dance, you make me so proud. Your potty feels like magic, then it flushes out loud.
It's fun to help Magic Potty Baby learn to use her potty. Flush and you're ready for next time.
Magic potty baby, I'm so glad that you're mine.
Magic Potty Baby and her Magic Potty. No water, no mess. Batteries not included.
just a man until I put my badge and uniform on. At that point I'm right and you know you're wrong. And we don't get to choose which laws I enforce and you obey. I'm sorry it has to be this way. You don't know how many times I ask myself why. I give you a lawful order and you just don't comply. But if you just stop resisting, oh, I would not do this thing, oh. It's not murder when I do it, but why'd you have to put me through it? Sorry that you're dead. When I said start walking backward towards me on one elbow, you couldn't do that for me. So what can I do now? I'm not worried about the investigation, but I had no plans for this paid vacation. It hurts me so, I just don't know why people keep on talking trash. I'm just trying to protect and serve and maybe grab some cash. But if you just stop resisting, oh, maybe stop and listen, oh. Yes, you died in our altercation, but I'm the real victim in the situation. If you just stop resisting, oh, I would not do this thing, oh. It's not murder when I do it, but why'd you have to put me through